Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Matt Lowers, your host, and this is Unique Properties. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, this is the fourth video in this series of us doing this house flip. We're kind of taking you through the process from the very start, buying an empty lot and going to build that all the way up to a house and throw it on the market. So if you want to see the first phase of this entire project, go back and check out the first 3 videos. In this video, you're going to see day 6 and 7, and that is how to install a septic tank and a leach field. So stay tuned, check it out. Some kind of gasket blow on the radiator on the backhoe, so we're gonna have to go pick up the smaller tractor, and we'll use that to, luckily we got most of the digging done, so we'll have to use the other tractor to kind of get the tank in and fill in the dirt over top the tank. So yeah, that's where we're at there. Unfortunately, those are kind of some of the unforeseen costs of doing these kind of things. Well, it flipped upside down on us, so we're gonna have to figure out how to turn it right side up. All right, with a little manpower here, we got it flipped back up the right way. We've got the outlet here. It's gonna run out the field there. And then on the other side, you got an inlet, which is where the house will connect to. And then your 2 access points there. We've leveled it up and we're ready to bury it. All right, so up here is where you saw that we put in the septic tank, and then this is actually our field. So we decided to do what you would call 2 fingers and 2 splits, so 4 fingers really. You got a finger going this way is what they call that, and one running this way, and then one that we can actually see in the video here running this way and then that way. So I mean, technically that's 1 finger there, but we've split it going both ways, north and south there. So you can see we've got it sitting on cinder blocks, and then we're gonna fill that in with gravel underneath of that to help drain. And so this will all, you know, ideally the septic will fill up, and then as it fills up, a lot of the sediment will settle at the bottom of the tank, and just the water, the gray water, will run out, and then it leaches out through the holes here. You got to get the special piping to do that, and then the gravel is going to help that drain a little bit better. And we'll put gravel in and then fill it back in with dirt, and then we'll seed this with some grass seed, and then we'll be done with this phase. There's your raw look at the plumbing going through there. Covered with 8 to 10 inches of gravel, felt paper on top of that, and then last step is filling it back in with dirt. And that's how you build a finger system. A leach system is what they also call that. And again, that leads all the way back up into right here. This is our indicator. That pipe sticking out is our indicator of where our actual septic tank is. So there you have it. That's a septic system. Right, so as you guys saw there, pretty exciting stuff happening. We got the tank in, although we did flip it upside down. That was kind of a funny situation. Got that in, we got the field in, took you through the steps there of how we did that, and we shouldn't have any trouble with that for the next 20 years, hopefully. So there's that, it's in, and now we're ready to start the build. So how much are you looking at price-wise with that kind of thing? We have $900 in the tank. So the tank you saw in the video, that was $900. We bought that at Menards. And then we had about another $300 in piping, glue, and things like that we needed. And then of course you saw that we filled that in with gravel. We had a huge amount of gravel there. That was $600 worth of gravel. So all in there, what did we, about 18, 19. We were shooting for around 2,000 and we came in under budget there, so that was good. If you were to hire a professional to do something like that, usually you're looking at $7,500 to $10,000 as a total price, and that's because you saw the equipment in there that we had to use, the backhoe and the tractors and things like that to really get that job moving. But of course, don't let that scare you. If you're thinking about doing something like this, you can rent that kind of equipment, and it still comes in a lot cheaper to rent that and do it yourself. I mean, it's really just like digging, like we were kids, you know. Those little machines that they had in the parks. That's pretty much all you're doing there. It's a learning curve, but definitely worth trying it yourself, saving some money there. And really, that's part of this kind of game. If you're going to flip houses, you've got to do most of this on your own if you're hoping to make any kind of profit on them. So there you go. That's what we have in it. About 2,000, a little less than 2,000 in the septic. And then if you guys remember from the previous videos, we have about well, just a little under $1,000 in phase one. So we purchased the property after closing and everything. Came in at around $9,500, and so we've got $9,500 in the property, and then both phases now we're at about $3,000 there. So just right around $12,000 all in here, and we're starting to build next week. So stay tuned for the next video, and I'll keep breaking down the numbers and the process of everything that we're doing there. Thanks for tuning in. And as I always say, today is a very unique day, so be sure to live it in the most unique way. See you later.